children, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs, and today's video I wanted to show you how to assemble these little mini popcorn boxes that I've done. Now I did a whole bunch for Halloween. These are my Christmas ones. I am working on some for New Year's, for your New Year's Eve party. That'll be a lot of fun. And then we've got some Easter and Valentine's ones coming up as well. So these are just little popcorn boxes. They have the decorative panels on the side with some layered embellishments on the front, but what makes them really fun is they have these little sticks that have a cute little saying on them. So this one says "Sweetest Holiday Wishes," and it just pops in and it goes on our gingerbread. And of course you could mix and match these if you wanted to. The next one is our Santa belt, and the little saying says "Ho, ho, ho." Try and hold that so you can see it, and it just has Santa's suit with his belt on it. And then the one today that we're going to work on is the candy cane, and it says "Holly and Jolly." So before we start, for my sticks, you will want either the cocktail straws or the coffee stirrers. You can find any of these at your grocery store, and it just depends on which color you want. These black coffee stirrers were a little bit less than the cocktail straws, and then I just go ahead and trim them down to fit inside my box. So we're going to go ahead and do one of the cocktail straws, the white ones, with this box today. So I'm going to pull that out and set it aside. All right, and this is our little pieces for the stick. So you have your printed image, but there's also a blank image if you want to stamp something or put on a different saying. You could also, instead of sitting these on a stick, you could punch a hole in it and tie it onto a bow, and then maybe put your popcorn bag in a cellophane bag and tie it closed. That would also work. So then you'll have this second layer, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there are two cutout lines on there. They're not score lines, they're cut lines. And then you have your scallop circle. So we'll do that in just a minute. Next, for the candy cane, we have our little bow, our two layered candy cane, and two scallop circles. And then last but not least, we have our box, and the box comes with 4 decorative panels. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. I have already folded this, but all you're going to do is you're going to take it and score all of those tabs, all of the score lines. You're going to fold them down and away from you. Okay, once you've done that, then we're going to go ahead and put tape on those 4 tabs. One on that side, one on that side, one on that side, and one on this side. I'm going to set that aside, get that top piece, and now we're going to put tape on our 4 decorative panels. And you could do these with some printed cardstock. That would be really pretty. I just did the solid color. My Halloween boxes, popcorn boxes, are not scalloped. They have the round edge on them, but they go together the same exact way. Okay, so once we have tape on all of those, let's bring our little box back. And we're just going to go ahead and line those up. And they are designed so that there's a little bit of shadow. The solid color shows behind, or the box shows behind. These little boxes work up so fast, but they are so cute, and there's so many things. You can use them for popcorn, but you could also put candy in them. How cute would a little pair of those gloves be rolled up and stuffed in them, or some socks? I missed a piece of glue right there on the tab. Okay, once the panels are on and everything's scored, we're going to just form some really crisp corners by matching the corner up on the tab. And just work our way around the box. This is pretty much how almost all of my boxes are assembled. Let's get that straight. There we go. Okay, and then for this one, we want to go ahead and do our little scallop. Something there. So I'm just going to add some glue to this image. Let's get some. Just line it up with the shadow. Okay, and then I'm going to actually layer my candy cane first because I want to put it on there with some pop dots just to give it a little bit of dimension. So although this is 2 candy canes, it cuts out as one single piece, and I'm just putting a little bit of glue on those solid stripes, and then we're going to lay it down here on top of the white. So if you wanted a green and red striped candy cane, you could do that as well. Just instead of the white, maybe cut that out of green. Okay, then we have our little bow that goes on top. And I tried doing this out of some different Christmas colors. I did pink instead of green and the blue. Okay, now I'm going to just take a little tiny foam pop dot and put it under there, and then add it to my scallop. And then the scallop you could glue directly on there, or we can foam pop dot it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll just add some foam. I'm sitting here watching the snow fall. We had a huge snowstorm last night, and it's so pretty out there. All right. So there is our little popcorn box. You can see it's just a little mini size, but it holds probably, I'm going to say about 3/4 of a cup of candy or popcorn. Okay, now for our tag. Our little stick. So as I showed you, there's 2 cut lines in there. What you want to do is take the end of your stir stick or your straw, and we're going to just weave it in and out. Push it in and then pull it back out. Just like that. And I don't want it to come up above there because we're going to glue on that little white sentiment, and I don't want it to show. So we're just going to pop that through there, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put 2 small pop dots on each side of the straw. And I'm going pretty tiny with them. So if you have the pre-cut ones, you might want to cut them down. Okay, so I did it on where the straw shows through the back, and we're going to flip that over now and glue it right to the scallop circle. Just like that. And now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take 2 more pop dots and put them on the edges of that straw again. And you could do this with glue if you wanted to. It doesn't quite layer as nicely if you do it with just glue, but it still works. And like I said, if you don't want it on the stick, just layer everything, punch a hole in it, and use it that way. Tie it onto your bag or whatever. Okay, and then we're just gonna holly and jolly. And there is our little stick and our box, all ready for Christmas, just waiting to be filled with some popcorn or candy or anything else, a little gift. Like I said before, you can trim this the straw down if it's too tall, if you want it a little bit shorter, but this one should work. So that is all there is to it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give this little project a try. They are so fun. Please hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos, and have a great day.